If you're thinking about moving to Burbank, California, there are a lot of reasons that people are drawn to this city. But today, I want to keep it very simple. I'm going to give you the top 3 reasons that people move to Burbank, California, and more importantly, why they tend to stay here. Burbank is not just another part of Los Angeles. It has its own identity, its own rhythm, its own neighborhoods, and a lot of ways it gives you that Los Angeles lifestyle without feeling like you are completely swallowed up by Los Angeles. Whether you're moving here for work or family or lifestyle or schools, especially entertainment, or you just want a place that feels a little more grounded while still being close to everything, here are 3 reasons Burbank should certainly be on your radar. First reason to move to Burbank is the community feel. This is one of the biggest things that people notice when they spend real time here. Burbank is in Los Angeles County, and yes, you are still close to the city, but Burbank does not feel like a random section of Los Angeles. It feels like its own city. You have neighborhoods with character, you have people walking their dogs in the morning, you have parents taking their kids to school, you've got coffee shops where people actually become regulars. You've got parks, local events, small businesses, and streets that feel a little calmer than a lot of the surrounding areas. And then there's Magnolia Park, where we are right now. This is a great example of that. It has a local neighborhood feel with vintage shops and boutiques, places to eat, and a little bit of that old school Burbank charm. It does not feel like a giant commercial strip. It feels like a place where people actually spend time in. And then you have downtown Burbank, which gives you more of the entertainment and restaurants, shops and movies and nightlife side of the city. Visit Burbank describes downtown as the heart of the city, spanning San Fernando Boulevard with over 600 shops, restaurants, and activities. And that's part of what makes Burbank interesting. It's not just quiet neighborhoods. It's not just entertainment industry offices. It's not just restaurants. It's not just those things. It's a combination of all of it. You can have a calm residential street and then 10 minutes later be having dinner downtown in Burbank, grabbing coffee in Magnolia Park, heading to a movie, or walking the Chandler bike path. And for buyers, this matters because lifestyle is not only about the house itself. It's about what your day-to-day life feels like after you move in. Can you walk somewhere? Do you feel connected to the city? Are there places nearby that become part of your routine? Does the neighborhood feel livable, not just convenient? And for a lot of people, Burbank checks all of those boxes. The second reason to move to Burbank is location. This is one of Burbank's biggest strengths. You are in the eastern San Fernando Valley, which puts you near Studio City, Toluca Lake, North Hollywood, Glendale, Hollywood, Sherman Oaks, Universal City, and a lot of the major job centers in and around Los Angeles. Now, I'm not gonna pretend that traffic does not exist. This is Los Angeles, so you still need to think seriously about your commute before you buy a home. But compared to a lot of the other LA areas, Burbank gives you a really strong mix of accessibility and livability. Burbank is officially known as the media capital of the world, and the city says it has more than 1,000 media and entertainment companies, including Walt Disney Studios, Warner Brothers, Cartoon Network, Netflix, and Nickelodeon. That's a huge part of the city's identity. You feel that when you're here. You see the studio lots, you see the production trucks, you see people grabbing lunch between shoots. You see creative professionals everywhere. But the nice thing is, Burbank is not only for people who work in entertainment, it's also for people who want access. Hollywood Burbank Airport is a major lifestyle perk. The airport's own site highlights nonstop flights to major cities across the country and positions the airport around convenience and comfort. Anyone who's dealt with Los Angeles International Airport knows exactly why this matters. Living near Hollywood Burbank Airport can make travel feel much easier, especially if you fly for work, visit family, or just want a smoother airport experience. And then there's the general location. You can get to Universal Studios, you can get to Hollywood, you can get to Glendale, you can get to the Valley, you can get to downtown LA depending on traffic, you can get to Griffith Park, the studios, restaurants, shopping, hiking, and a lot of things that people move to LA for. But at the end of the day, you can get to come home to Burbank. And that's the difference. You're not choosing between quiet and access. You're getting a version of both. Before we get into the third reason, I just want to apologize what's coming up. There's a ton of wind at the park that I was at. I didn't realize it. So just bear with me on this one. Here's the rest of the video. The third reason to move to Burbank is the everyday quality of life. This is where Burbank really starts to separate itself from a lot of other neighborhoods. The city has a strong lifestyle infrastructure that's parks and recreation, schools, entertainment, shopping, restaurants, and access to outdoors. The city of Burbank says its Parks and Recreations Department maintains 42 parks and facilities that include BMX, skate parks, public pools, canyons, nature centers, and the Starlight Bowl. That matters because when you live here, you're not just relying on your house or your backyard for quality of life. You have places to go. You can hike. You can take your kids to the park. You can walk the Chandler bike path. You can go to a summer concert. You can spend, the Saturday mornings or afternoons in Magnolia Park. You can grab dinner downtown. You can go to a movie without making an entire production of it. For families, schools are also a major reason people look at Burbank. Burbank Unified lists 11 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, 3 high schools, along with additional programs like the Burbank Adult School, Horace Mann's Children's Center, Independent Learning Academy, and Magnolia Park School. Now, every family should always research the specific school boundary program and fit for their child, but the fact that Burbank has its own school district is a major part of why families are drawn here. And then there's the housing side. Burbank has a lot of different residential pockets. You'll see Spanish-style homes, traditional-style family homes, condos, townhomes, hillside properties, and homes that are closer to downtown or Magnolia Park. Different parts of Burbank feel very different. Some people want to be closer to the studios, some want Magnolia Park, some want to live in the hills, some people want a quieter street near the schools, some people want walkability, and some want easy freeway or airport access. And that's why it's important to not just say, I want to live in Burbank. You want to know which parts of Burbank actually fit your life. Because the right home in the wrong part of town might not feel right, but the right home in the right pocket of Burbank can make a huge difference in your daily life. So if I had to narrow it down, the top 3 reasons to move to Burbank are: number 1, the community feel; number 2, the location and convenience; and number 3, the lifestyle and everyday quality of life. Burbank gives you access to Los Angeles, but it feels like its own place. You have the studios, the airport, the restaurants, the neighborhoods, the parks and schools, the local businesses, and the sense that people actually live here, not that they're just passing through. And that's what makes Burbank different. It's not the cheapest place to live, it's not the biggest place to live, and it's not going to be the perfect place for everyone. But for the right buyer, Burbank offers something really special, a connected, livable, community-centered version of Los Angeles. So, if you're thinking about moving to Burbank, don't just look at listings online. Spend time here. Walk Magnolia Park, grab dinner downtown, drive the neighborhoods, visit the parks, check your commute, pay attention to how the city feels. Because buying a home is not just about bedrooms, bathrooms, and square footage. It's about whether you can actually see yourself building a life there. And for a lot of people, Burbank makes that very easy to imagine. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Burbank, or you're just trying to figure out which part of the city makes most sense for you, I'm happy to be a resource. My name is Kevin Gertis. I'm a local realtor here in Burbank, and I will see you in the next video.